In climate science, the big concern is that we will cross a tipping point where there is no return, where we cannot get back the Earth to a safe and sustainable planet. Climate tipping points. Well, what are they? Well, we know that as our temperature increases, as you continue to burn fossil fuels, the impacts of those temperature increases will be uneven. We know that there will be tipping points, that when you go beyond a temperature threshold, disastrous things begin to happen. So some 10 to 15 years or so ago, the scientific community were asked to identify what the temperature threshold is and what the implications would be if you went beyond those. And that's the basis of what's called the Paris Agreement. In 2015, in the Conference of Parties Paris Agreement, it was agreed by the nations of the world that we would not allow our temperatures to go beyond 1.5 degrees C warmer than pre-industrial values. But in 2024, we crossed that threshold. And now for approximately 13 to 14 months, every single month has been beyond that threshold. Now, why is that threshold so important? Because if you get our temperatures of planet Earth warmer than around 1.5 or 1.6 degrees C above pre-industrial, then you have tipping points in systems on planet Earth which affect our livelihoods. And there are so many examples of those. We have our coral reefs. You go beyond 1.5 degrees C and 99% of our corals become extinct. We have the Greenland ice sheet. The Greenland ice sheet has enough water within it to raise global sea levels by 7 meters. You go beyond 1.5 degrees C and you are rolling the dice for the collapse of that ice sheet. And when it starts to collapse, it's like a runaway train, and it cannot be stopped. You go beyond 1.5 degrees C, the permanently frozen ground in the Arctic, permafrost, begins to melt uncontrollably, releasing more methane. It holds more methane than we've admitted since the 1850s, with disastrous impacts on climate change. You go beyond 1.5 degrees C and the Amazon rainforest, the lungs of our planet, becomes a savanna. It doesn't produce oxygen, it actually will produce more and more carbon dioxide. And perhaps the most worrying is if you go beyond 1.5 degrees C, the ocean circulation that takes our hot, warm air of the tropics to the cold parts of the Arctic, providing the refrigerator for planet Earth, it stops. Ocean circulation stops, and the world is on fire.